Home buyers and sellers, do you have the proper representation? Check it out. It is day 25 of 30 questions in 30 days. I'm excited. We're down to the last few days here. Let's get started with this question. Today's question is, what is the difference between a listing agent, a seller's agent, a selling agent, a buyer's agent? It can be a little bit confusing. Let's get started. Listing agent is a seller's agent. Same thing. The buyer's agent is actually a selling agent. Again, listing agent is representing the seller and a selling agent is representing the buyer. Why do we call them that? A listing agent lists the property for sale. We put it on the market. We market the property for sale. A selling agent is the agent that represents the buyer, and they're the ones that are out looking for a buyer or have a buyer, and they try to sell that listing, which is the house or home for sale. There is a trainer, OG, the original trainer for decades in real estate. His name is Mike Ferry, and he once explained it in this way. He says, a listing agent is the employer. A selling agent is the employee. So the employer has something, right? The job. The job is to sell this house. The selling agent or buyer's agent is the one that's going out there and running around trying to find the right buyer for that selling or for that property that's for sale. That kind of covers it. Now, I want to dig a little bit deeper just so you kind of have a full understanding of agency. Agency is going to make it a little bit more complicated, but I think after everything is said and done, you'll understand. We're going to talk about agency next, and the reason why we're going to talk about that is actually one of the first disclosures that you're going to sign, whether you're hiring a selling agent, buyer's agent, or a listing agent, seller's agent. You're going to be signing what's called an agency disclosure. Basically, the way the agency disclosure works, it's explaining to you the different forms of representation, which is going to take a little bit further. One form of agency representation is buyer's agent. The other form is a seller's agent. But the other form on top of that is actually dual agency. One of the things to clarify with this agency disclosure is the agent, in this case, is actually the real estate company. And here's the reason why it clarifies this. If we have, say for example, my real estate company, I have a few members on my team, and any of us can possibly represent a seller, which can be in direct competition to you as the seller of your property, and any of us can represent the buyer for your property. However, since we're under the same blanket, under the same real estate company or broker, then we're technically representing both sides. We're representing the buyer and the seller. That is part of the agency disclosure. A little bit more thorough, a little bit further explanation. I hope you find it informative. Have a great one. See you next time.